Good morning, my dear students. Now we are going to talk about Unit 4, our environment. The subject learning objectives to acquire knowledge about the ecosystem and their components. To understand food chains and the role in ecosystems. To learn about waste, its management and recycling. To find out the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. To study different types of pollution and their impact on environment. See, listen. The surrounding or space in which a person, animals, or plant lives is known as an environment. Environment is everything that is around us. It can have both living or biotic and both living and non-living things. Two type of living things and biotic and non-bio abiotic things factors. First is the abiotic factors. Abiotic factors are non-living parts such as sunlight, air, water, and minerals in soil. Biotic factors are biotic factors are living things of our environment such as plants, animals, bacteria, and more. Okay, what is the ecosystem? Ecosystem is a community of living and non-living things that work together. Each part of an ecosystem has a role to play. Any changes in the environment, such as increased temperature or heavy rains, can have a big impact on a ecosystem. So, listen, types of ecosystem and two types: natural ecosystem and another one artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem, example forest, and aquatic ecosystem, pond. And artificial ecosystem, terrestrial ecosystem is a garden, and aquatic ecosystem is a aquarium. Say components of an ecosystem, two types. Biotech compounds include all the living components, plants, animals, and human beings. And biotic compounds include all the non-living components. Two types of physical factors and edaphic factors or soil factors. Physical factor: light, temperature, and wind, humidity. Soil factors: water in soil, air in soil, and organic matter in soil. Two types of ecosystem. First one artificial ecosystem, another one natural ecosystem. Artificial ecosystem, first one artificial ecosystem. Artificial ecosystems are created and maintained by human. They have some of the characteristics of natural ecosystem. They are much simpler than the natural ecosystem. This can be the terrestrial ecosystem such as fields, gardens, etc. Or the aquatic ecosystem such as fish tank. Next one, natural ecosystem. Ecosystem originated without human intervention is called natural ecosystem. This can be an aquatic ecosystem or a terrestrial ecosystem. The ecosystem in water is called aquatic ecosystem. Sea, river, lake, pond, and puddle are some examples of natural aquatic ecosystem. Ecosystem outside the water body and on land are called terrestrial ecosystem. Next, food chain and food web. Food chain and food web. So living organism need food to perform their life process. Some organisms can produce their own food, such as plants, while other organisms cannot do this or need to feed on the organism to obtain their energy. We can therefore identify different feeding types in an ecosystem based on how the organism obtains its food. There are producers and consumers. What is the producers? Producers are organisms that are able to produce their own organic food. They do not need to eat the other organism to do this. Producers are also called autotrophs. Next one. Consumer. What is the consumer? Organism which cannot produce their own food need to eat other organism as food. These organisms are called consumers. All animals are consumers and they cannot produce their own food. Consumers are also called heterotropies. Heterotrophs. Next one. There are many types of consumers and we can classify them into specific groups depending on the food that they consume. These are herbivores, animals which eat plants or plant products, cattle, deer, goat, and rat. And carnivores, animals that eat other animals, tiger, for example, lion, tiger, etc. And omnivores, animals that eat both plants and animals. For example, humans, dogs, crow. Decomposers, microorganisms that obtain energy from the chemical breakdown of dead organisms. They break complex organic substance into simple organic substance that goes into the soil and are used by plants. Example, bacteria, fungi. That's one food chain. In a forest, deer eats grass, and in turn we know tiger eats trees. In any ecosystem, there is a chain-like relationship between organisms that live there. The sequence of who eats whom in ecosystem is called as food chain. Trophic levels. We said the energy is passed along from producers and the consumers, but there are three different consumers in any food chain. How can we distinguish different animals? Animals that eat plants are primary consumers. Animals that eat primary consumers are secondary consumers. Animals that eat the secondary consumers are the tertiary consumers. There are there may even be large protectors that eat tertiary consumers. They are called as quaternary consumers. Each of those levels, sorry, each of these levels in the food chain is called as trophic level. Producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and quaternary consumer. Organism uses up to 90% of its food energy of its life process. Only about 10% of energy goes into new body cells and will be available to the next animal when it gets eaten. The loss of energy at each trophic level can be shown by an energy pyramid. And the importance of food chain. Linear food chain help us to understand the feeding relationship and interaction between organisms in any ecosystem. Second point, understanding the food chain also helps us to appreciate the energy flow and nutrient circulation in an ecosystem. This is important because pollution impacts the ecosystem. The food chain can be used to understand the movement of toxic substances and their impacts. And it's waste management and recycling. The product our environment. It is very important to reduce waste, manage it properly, and maximize recycling. Waste is any substance or material that has been used but is not wanted anymore. This is either because it is worn out, broken, or no longer has any purpose. Everyone produces waste, and our waste has an impact on the all ecosystem. However, most of us do not know where our garbage goes. There are many types of waste. There is liquid waste, there are gases hiding in the air, and this is solid waste. We put in our waste bins and biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Solid waste which then can be classified into two major types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. What is the biodegradable waste? The term biodegradable is used for those things that can be easily decomposed by natural agents like water, oxygen, ultraviolet of the sun, microorganisms, etc. One can notice that when a dead leaf of banana peel is thrown outside. Next one, non-biodegradable waste. Those materials which cannot be broken down are decomposed into the soil by microorganisms, and natural agents are labeled as non-biodegradable. The substance consists of plastic materials, metal scraps, aluminum cans, and bottles, etc. Next one, solid waste management. Next one, solid waste management. It is our duty to reduce creating waste and product environment. Three R's are important in protecting environment. The first R is reduce, and the second R is reuse, and the last R is recycle. The waste hierarchy and pyramid shows the best ways to manage solid waste. First one, avoid. Avoid the use of unwanted materials which create more debris. Before you buy anything, that think that do I really need it? Example, avoid buying packaged foods. Refuse to buy, use and throw plastic products. Reduce. We can reduce the waste by using durable goods that last longer instead of things that are used once and thrown away. Write on both sides of papers instead of unnecessary printing. Use electronic facilities. Reuse. Reusing means a think again and again. Reusing means using a thing again and again rather than using and throwing after a single use. For example, instead of using plastic bags and uses and throw pens and batteries, use cloth bags, fountain pens and rechargeable batteries, etc. And recycle. There are process by which waste materials are used to make new product is called recycling. Using old cloths to make paper and melting some plastic to make floor mats, plastic boards and horse pipers. And compost. The, the process or degrades of organic waste into manner by the action of microorganism is called composting. The matures thus the manure thus obtained becomes natural fertilizer for the plants as well as increases the soil fertility. Incinerate. The burning of solid waste or in incinerator is called incineration. Human anatomical wastes are deposited by means of incineration. During incineration, the enormous heat kills our contagious disease causing germs. We can also produce electricity with the help of this heat. And landfill. Landfilling is a method in which wastage are dumped into naturally occurring or man-made pits and covered with soil. Garbage viewed inside landfills remain here for a long time as they decompose very slowly and become manure. These places can be converted into parks, gardens, etc. Types of process and types of pollution. Pollutions occur when the environment gets contaminated by waste, chemicals, and harmful substances. Pollution is the damage caused to the environment many mainly because of human activities. Any substance that causes pollution is known as pollutant. Pollution is an unwanted change in the physical and chemical and biological conditions of our land and air and water. Types of pollution. There are four major kinds of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution, and noise pollution. What is the air pollution? Most air pollution is caused by the burning of fossil fuels. Most of the most air pollution is caused by the burning of fuels. For example, oil, petrol, coal, and natural gases. And another how most significant source of water pollutants are sewage, industrial effluents, agricultural pollutants, and soil waste, etc. How can how can we reduce water pollution? Do not pour leftover oil medicines or waste down the drain or into the toilet. Reduce the uses of chemical pesticides and fertilizer to grow crops. Use wastewater for garden in home. Do not litter or dump waste. Always use a waste bin. So next one, next one, water pollution. Water pollution occur when waste from factories, houses, and farms mixes with the water in rivers, lakes, ponds, the ocean, or even groundwater. Contaminated or polluted water can spread disease and chemicals which are not good for our health. And land pollution or soil pollution, in the same way as water and air get polluted, land or soil pollution happens when toxic chemicals change the natural balance in soil. Land pollution comes from farming, mining, and factories, and the soil waste from our own homes like plastic and broken electronics. Soil pollution affects animals, humans, and even plants because soil or land acts like a sponge. When it rains, pollutants sinks into the soil. If we grow plants to eat in polluted soil, this dangerous chemical can get into our food. How can we reduce land pollution? First, try to reduce waste, then recycle the rest. Always use a waste bin and never litter. Do not burn waste in the ash mix easily with soil. Next, noise pollution. Noise pollution affects the environment we all like a quiet and peaceful place. Since unpleasant or loud sounds disturb us. Loud music, the sounds of motor vehicles, fireworks, and machines cause noise pollution. Continuous noise disturbs our sleep and does not let us to steady. Noise pollution has been directly linked to stress and health impacts such as high blood pressure and hearing loss. Loud noise or even loud music can damage our ears. Noise pollution also disturbs animals. Bears have to communicate louder so that they can hear each other in noisy areas. Even underwater noise pollution from ships can make wolves lose their way as they use sound to navigable. How do we reduce noise pollution? Turn off your electronics when you do not use them. Lower the volume when you watch TV or listen to music. Remind drivers not to use the horn too much. Avoid fireworks. Speak, do not shoot. Okay, students. The practice question. Define ecosystem. What are the types of ecosystem? What are the types of pollution? Okay, another one question. What is biodegradable waste? Thank you, students. God bless you.